Hello there, and welcome to my first newscast in the WARNorrick project. This is Lane. Many of you that have seen my original video, you'll know, it's not great because I'm not quite into all the editing materials and such yet, but I'm going to be improving on it. Anyway, this first newscast, I'm going to be talking about the first released information about patch 1.1. So far, what we can glean from it is that there will be an upgrade to the RVR system and the release of two classes that were cut from the game during the beta. I am of course talking about the Knight of the Blazing Sun and the Blackguard. Now, both of these classes, we've already heard a bit about them. As you'll know, the Knight of the Blazing Sun relies on a series of shouts and buffs to affect party and debuffs to affect opponents. Any of you who are familiar with the game Guild Wars will find some familiarity here with the Paragon. So it's not really surprising that this class is also a tanking class. Luckily though, there's not going to be any claims that it's an identical copy because of the sheer fact that this is a true pure-blooded tank. And then on the other end of the spectrum we have the Blackguard with its hatred system. The hatred system, I suspect, and as many others will suspect, will play like the grudges system on the Ironbreaker. For those of you who haven't played an Ironbreaker yet, you'll have seen one in my first video. It will be linked somewhere on more from this user on the sidebar if you're using YouTube, or if you search my profile it should be located somewhere on there on WH Movies. Now, the Ironbreaker, the key to that is to build up your grudges, getting hit, getting your allies hit so the bar goes up and you can use stronger and stronger abilities, making it one of the most effective career mechanics in the game. And anyone who's fought against one will know just how supremely deadly it is. Anyone who has yet to play one, I would recommend checking one out. Anyway, back to my point. The theory behind the hatred system was that it was going to work in much the same way as the grudges system, in that you build it up by being hit and by certain skills. Maybe sometimes you hit your enemy to build it up. But in the latest newsletter we've had confirmation that they will be readdressing the classes, so we may see new mechanics or even fresher mechanics for these, so there won't be any parallels between the classes, as you all are familiar with the Bright Wizard Sorcerer parallel. So, oh yes, speaking of the careers, there's been confirmation that there are going to be revamps done to the existing careers, perhaps to improve them, buff up their weaker abilities, maybe make some of their more obscure skills a bit more useful, and hopefully correct some of the misleading concept art, such as dual wielding and shield bearing warrior priests, dual wielding sword masters, or even the bizarre thing that a white lion can take a single-handed axe, but the single-handed axe is only one and you can't take a dual-wielded pair. I don't know how a dual wielding pet class will work, but it will work somehow. Honestly, I know you can see me running around in Altdorf now. There'll be a preview at the end for my next video, which will feature me running around Altdorf doing some of its city quests. The end bit's about 30 seconds long or something like that, maybe just over a minute. Anyway, back to my point. So RVR influence, this looks like it will be a great thing, an amazing thing. It sounds fun, sounds fresh, sounds exciting. Hopefully we'll be getting rewards. Brilliant rewards are going to be increasing the drop rate within scenarios. And even the quality of what is dropped. Hopefully, with any luck, we'll also be seeing a return of the medium and heavy mounts for each class. Well, not each class, but for each race. For anyone who's not familiar with them, you should check them out in the concept art on the War main site, www.warhammeronline.com. So the video is drawing to a close at this point. We've got about a minute left, so I thought I'd run over some things. In a future edition, I'll be bringing in someone to assist me with the newscasts and possibly with some of my other videos. Goes by the name of Krieger. He's from a guild called the Altdorf Inquisition on Makaisson, Europe. And yeah, you can find me on YouTube under the name WARNorrick, even though I have left my Ironbreaker, which is mentioned in the first video. I've left that to go to a White Lion on the server Makaisson. The White Lion is called Tal Rolin. Its name will be in the credits, and it's also my profile name on whmovies.com. So if anybody has any things they'd like to see in a future video, I'll try and get one of them done. And well, yeah, that's it basically. Try to hit me up. Favourite, rate, subscribe, whatever you want to do. And this is me signing out, so goodbye and good luck, folks.